Hey BG Squad, this week we're having our first Hennessy Conversation. And to celebrate this moment, we wanted to speak with one of Canada's most celebrated athletes. You probably know him. He's broken records, he's trailblazed, and now he's inspiring another generation. Here's my Hennessy Conversation with Olympic gold medalist, Donovan Bailey.
This time they do get away. Now it's Donovan Bailey trying to pick up runners. Donovan Bailey is putting on a surge. Adam Bolden in the lead. Here comes Bailey. He's got it. 9.84, a world record for Donovan Bailey and a gold medal.
Donovan, I just want to thank you so much for joining us for our first Hennessy Conversation. It's good to see you virtually, but I wish we could do this in person though.
Listen, man, first of all, congratulations, Brandon, and on the amazing job that you've been doing. You know, I'm a huge supporter.
Thank you so much. There is so much to celebrate, Donovan, including stepping back in time. Approximately 25 years ago, the entire country knows your name. The entire country still knows your name. The world knows your name because of what you achieved at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. Run it back for me, that entire experience, and what was going through your mind, and how does it feel 25 years later?
Well, you know what? 25 years actually doesn't feel that long ago, which is kind of scary. I mean, I'm reminded every day like you said about Canada, I'm reminded every day by the incredible fans that I have here and the incredible fans I have around the world.
It was such a huge moment. And it wasn't just for Canadians, but also for Jamaicans. Many people know, and some may not know, but you were born in Jamaica, you are Jamaican Canadian. So knowing that you kind of had two countries really just cheering you on left, right, and center, did it amplify that moment for you?
Listen, I mean, I think that, the short answer is absolutely. And for me to carry an entire sport on my shoulder, carry the reputation of two particular countries, but more importantly, even on a bigger note, the entire planet of track and field fans.
So many people watched those 9.84 seconds each and every second. They watched it back. What was going through your mind when you watched back that race? Because the start wasn't as good as the finish.
The start was terrible. I was the sixth man out of the blocks, but I really didn't worry about it. I mean, the Olympic record that I set, the record I set in Atlanta, was broken by Usain Bolt. Mm-hmm. So that's the category I'm in. There's just two of us.
We are in the month of February, which is Black History Month, and you are a prime example of that. So I would love to ask you for, young Black men and just young men in general, young people in general, what message do you have for them during this time?
One of the things I tell young Black men, for instance, is that I always look at it as making Black history every day. I think that it's great, Black History Month, that our forefathers or the successful people in our culture are recognized, but I think that you can't really stop at 1 month. It's really important for you to understand what it is that you want to do, the things that you're passionate about, and also to pursue those things. And certainly you need to be in a place where success lies. Your friends should be people that challenge you to be your best you.
So how do you define success? Because you achieve what many people would say is the upper echelon of success so early in life.
You know what? Success is defined in many different ways. Funny enough, funny story. I mean, one of the things that I get asked this question quite a bit, right? And the question is, obviously my definition of success, but what race defined me? And the race that defined me was was 2 years before the Olympic Games. I was in Rome, Italy. And, obviously I was confident in what I was doing, but it's an individual sport. And so the race that defined me was I had a very good start. Now, I was leading the race at 80 meters, and I was actually competing against the very best people in the history of the sport at that time in that race. I looked over, and I was ahead, and I was trying to see where those guys are at 80 meters. So I looked over to see where they were. That stupid mistake by me turning my head obviously slowed down my momentum. I ended up coming fourth in that race. And so to me, that was, I mean, one, I was extremely upset when I crossed the line. But the lesson that it taught me was, one, stay in my lane. Two, be focused. Three, don't worry about anybody else and what it is that they're doing. And four, which is probably the most important one, was that I am good enough, I belong, and I'm going to crush all these guys.
My gosh, that's a moment right there. Donovan, I'm going to tell you right now, we're probably going to be clipping that exact moment right there, because you're giving our entire team chills right now. You're preaching on the altar.
Get it done. Get it done.
Looking at where the sport is now in this country, do you have high hopes for it? We have Andre DeGrasse, for example. Do you think we can get back to that level and start to see those gold medals on our athletes again?
You know what, Brandon? Listen, I hope so. Again, I am by far the biggest cheerleader for success. So Aaron Brown, Andre DeGrasse, Jerome Blake, a slew of other young athletes, and the ladies also. Yeah, we're in a great position right now, to be successful. And there's nothing more than I want is for another Canadian to be serenaded by that anthem.
Donovan, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us here at the Brandon Gona Show. This is an amazing first Hennessy Conversation. So please, cheers to you.
Brandon, again, cheers to you. I love the fact that you're entered the entrepreneurial part of your life. I am a huge supporter and will continue to be. Much success, my youth.
Donovan, my guy, wasn't he great? Yeah, he was great. And here's some more goodness. Right throughout the year, we're actually going to be having more Hennessy Conversations with some inspirational leaders. So cheers to that. All right, it's time for good news.